Hello, welcome to QuaranTEA Break with Jen, the show where we discuss mental health, we drink some tea, and we call friends and family around the country and check in on them, see how they're doing, what they're doing to cope, what their lives look like in quarantine. And today I have a very special guest. She is a musician, professional musician. She's also in nursing school, and she writes a lot of beautiful lyrics and poetry, things like that. So we're going to give her a call. She's actually in Tucson, Arizona. So we're going to see how they're doing over there in Tucson. And full disclosure, the person we're going to call is my older sister, Rebekah Rolland. Actually, I think legally just Rebekah Rolland. So we're going to give her a call today. And you're in for a treat because she's going to play us a little something on her guitar. And she's also going to do our poetry for today because every episode I read a poem because April's Poetry Month. And so we're going to give her a little call and see how she's doing. I will give my recommendation for now. So my recommendation is that you go stream her album. So she released an album a few years ago called Seed and Silo. That's on Spotify. Or you can purchase it. And she also just recently released two songs called Mary Louise, and that is also on Spotify, but you can buy it, purchase it on iTunes. So let's go ahead and give Rebekah Rolland a call, and we'll talk about tea, and we'll hear her music, and talk about creativity, and a lot of different fun topics. So here we go. Well, hello, Rebekah Rolland.
Hello.
Welcome to QuaranTEA Break with Jen.
Thank you.
Tell us what you're drinking today.
I am drinking a matcha green tea latte.
Delicious.
And I opted for an iced because it's begun to get a little warm here in the desert.
Okay. And where
This is Trader Joe's.
Trader Joe's. I'm also drinking Trader Joe's. I'm drinking Trader Joe's organic Earl Grey tea, and it's very smooth and robust. It's rather delicious. Did you know it's National Tea Day in the UK? So cheers to that.
Cheers.
Cheers. It is, yes.
We met for this occasion on that of all days.
Yes. So, Rebekah, what poem have you chosen for us today since April's Poetry Month? And she is an English literature major, by the way. She studied English lit at U of A. Go Wildcats. We both are Wildcats. So I let her select the poem today.
Yes, I chose one by D.H. Lawrence. And I actually had come across a picture.
Yeah?
It paused.
Let me just turn up the volume. Okay, you're good.
I had found a picture in an album that Mom has. We have the same mom, for everyone listening. And it was a picture of a lot of just her siblings and Grandma and Grandpa. And I found the greatest picture of a bunch of the siblings crowded around the piano with Aunt Jenny playing and Cousin Matt climbing on the piano.
Oh,
and it's so cool.
That's so cool.
This poem is called Piano.
Ooh.
Softly in the dusk, a woman is singing to me, taking me back down the vista of years till I see a child sitting under the piano in the boom of the tingling strings and pressing the small, poised feet of a mother who smiles as she sings. In spite of myself, the insidious mastery of song betrays me back till the heart of me weeps to belong to the old Sunday evenings at home, with winter outside and hymns in the cozy parlor, the tinkling piano our guide. So now it is vain for the singer to burst into clamor with the great black piano appassionato. The glamour of childish days is upon me. My manhood is cast down in the flood of remembrance, and I weep like a child for the past.
Wow, that was beautiful. Who's the author?
D.H. Lawrence.
D.H. Lawrence. Thank you so much. That was heartbreaking and beautiful. So, Becca, I know a lot of people right now are exploring different creative endeavors because people have some people have spare time. And I wonder if you have, since you are a professional musician, any advice for people who are maybe getting interested in songwriting or picking up an instrument for the first time? Do you have any tips for them, people who are just starting to dabble in musical endeavors?
I would say now is a good time to take it, if you're struggling with having structure and a rhythm and a routine to your day, a really good way to start off the day if you're looking to do more writing is just to have a morning routine of sitting down and writing. And people have different ways of doing that. Some people like to journal in the morning. Some people like to read and then write a reflection on that. Or some people like to have a prompt and they write in response to that. But I find that that in a time like this where you might be lacking for structure and you might be kind of seeking the structure that you would have otherwise, that helps to kind of start the day off right, and you have kind of this hour and a half routine in the morning of sitting down and writing. And I actually like to start my writing with reading something.
Okay, that's a really great suggestion. I also wanted to ask you. Oh, it keeps blacking out. Sorry about that. So right now, I imagine musicians are being hit pretty hard. Do you have any suggestions for ways that people can support professional musicians in the time of COVID?
Well, there are a number of organizations that have popped up to help to continue facilitating performances and to help to provide funding to musicians who are not getting it right now.
Mm-hmm.
There are a number of things on GoFundMe as an example. Two local musicians here, Katie Haverly and Ben Nesbitt, started a campaign that's been really, really successful. I think they've raised upwards of $25,000 at this point.
Wow.
And that's just help musicians pay rent for the next few months, and they have a pretty systematic. He works for a nonprofit, so he sort of understands some of the logistics behind it, and has just a really good method of divvying that out and discerning what people's needs are and how to distribute that. So there are things like that going that are really neat. I'm also finding that venues like Club Passim in Boston are streaming shows by musicians, and typically there is an opportunity, if you're watching one of those, to pay and to donate. And so, try to treat those live performances that you see that are kind of those formal, we're performing a whole set, an hour-long set live, treating those like a show that you're getting to see at a club or somewhere is a good thing. Think about it that way, and think about the fact that that musician is just going to be performing from their home for the next few weeks, and send whatever you would pay to them if you were going to see them live. Whatever you think the ticket would cost. Typically, we pay between $10 and $30 for a ticket to see live music. So something to keep in mind. That's really great. Buying merchandise, obviously. You mentioned Watkins Family Hour, and they came out with a record. So they're still, they released the record in quarantine, and you can pre-order that record now. And that's the case with a lot of musicians right now who are released their records that they've been working on for months in quarantine, which is a very weird thing, and having to cancel summer tours. And so, pre-ordering maybe a package like a vinyl or a CD, and along with a T-shirt and a sweatshirt or something, that goes a long way. If you were thinking about just getting the CD, maybe think about getting a whole package. This is if you have the means to do so, but also small purchases make a big difference too, and just a $5 donation or whatever.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Small ways.
Yeah, small ways to help out. Well, thank you for those tips, Becca. And now I would like to ask you if you'd be willing to play a song for us.
Sure.
Thank you so much.
Let me get my guitar.
Okay, she's going to get her guitar. So Becca has a musical partner who is also her partner in life. His name is Matt Rolland, and he plays the violin beautifully and plays just about everything. And we're also going to have a special guest listen to your performance. So let me get my special guest, who also wants to hear you perform. Come here, bud.
Yay! My buddy.
So,
my favorite little buddy.
Gonna listen to Aunt Becca. So what are you going to play for us?
I'm going to play a tune called Doesn't Stand to Reason. And it's a brand new one. Hi, buddy. Hi, there's my buddy.
And this is an original that you wrote?
It is indeed, yep.
Woohoo. Okay.
Okay.
Ready when you are. I can't hear you. Oh no.
To the distance, roads that grow and multiply as they run. Lonely in a dream abandoned, rivers flow down from the mountains, shadows of the desert waver in the sun. You are beautiful and wild, standing on the edge of morning, how the stars grow bright and still as they fade. A broken bird upon the shelf knows fully what the changing light means. Still she hopes that she will fly to it someday. What will become of me? I cannot read the sky. Etchings in the heavens that speak of time gone by. I will meet again, my Jewish land. I cannot stand to see it go. I cannot say goodbye. You and I, the lucky ones, it doesn't stand to reason.
Woo! Beautiful. Thank you so much. We lost just the very first part, but we got most of that. Thank you so much for sharing your talent and your insight today with all
You're welcome.
all the
Thanks
viewers.
for having me.
And the last question would be anything that you have found personally helpful to get you through kind of the more challenging moments of this experience.
Two things. Number one, getting outside
Mm-hmm.
and exercising, which in general, I think that's the first thing they prescribe for depression, really, is getting out and just getting a little bit of exercise every day and getting into the outdoors and so on. I know that's hard to do for some people.
Yeah.
I know there are people who are homeschooling and a saving grace, I think. And it's also really good for your lungs. So,
Amen.
The other thing is just perspective and remembering, just having confidence in human ingenuity and resilience and thinking about the things that we've overcome in the past, including viruses like polio and going further back, smallpox. I mean, I think this is something that we have had to confront before, and it's fairly novel in present day, but I think it's something that, it's helped me just have perspective and to remember that that people are very, very resilient and adaptable. That's happening in really incredible ways among individuals and small businesses, and so that's an inspiring thing to see.
Yeah, most definitely. And I listened to an episode of The Daily with a pretty renowned scientist talking about, how we have taken on viruses before. We're going to do it again. We're going to learn more about this virus, and it's only a matter of time before we develop a vaccine. So keeping that in mind. Well, thank you so much for being a guest today, and we enjoyed your song. And we hope that you will tune in to our next few episodes because we have some guests coming to you from all over. Our next guest will be Nick Gallagher, who's living in LA, so we'll get his perspective. And all the best to you, Sissy. Thank you for coming on. I'll let you go. Thank you
Thanks
for joining
having
us.
me. Talk to you in a few.
Talk to you in a few. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye.
Bye, buddy. Bye, buddy.
Bye-bye. All right, so that was QuaranTEA with Jen. Episode 7. Do tune in next time for Nick Gallagher in LA. And I will be sharing some mental health tips next time as well. So tune in, and cheers to you. Happy National Tea Day. Goodbye. Take care. Be well.